Hello, I'm Franklin Marshall III.
And this is Cyrus, and this is the podcast where we interview people with podcasts. Welcome to the Franklin and Cyrus podcast. I am Cyrus. This is another episode of Season 3 of the up-and-coming and coming again what's in the future, past, present, today, sensational podcast.
There's a lot of coming in that.
A lot of coming today.
All right.
A lot of going. A lot of everything.
All right, you bring a guest?
It's just us today.
Oh, okay.
We're doing another episode of Just Us.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Anything, any updates you want to give to the people?
No. No.
I got fired today.
Why don't you talk about it? I'm so sorry.
I got fired.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, but do you feel good that you're out of that? Where were you? At McDonald's?
No, it was a little higher up than
Strip
McDonald's.
club?
I wish it was a strip club, actually.
Okay.
I'd probably still be working there if it was a strip club. I don't think they fire people unless you steal the money.
Okay.
But it was I worked at a telehealth company. I was doing IT stuff for them.
A telehealth company?
Yeah, we did Zoom calls with therapists.
God, they hired you to begin with for that place?
I'm a very competent worker.
Yeah, but are you mentally stable?
Dude, the therapists aren't mentally stable. Honestly, I was thinking about going to therapy again, and I didn't do it because I'm working with these therapists. Some of these guys are worse than comedians, honestly.
Yeah.
We're responding to emails, and like I booked a comedy show for a while, and one of the worst things was booking comedians. You send them messages.
Why'd you say that like I didn't know you?
Whatever, man. I'm just going with the flow.
I apologize.
It's been a long time since I booked that show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go on. It's my fault.
Yeah. So like, you just book a comedian, like they never read the emails. And I was talking to these therapists. They didn't read the emails too. I thought when I started working a real job, people would start reading emails again, finally, and like responding properly. It didn't happen.
What's like the worst advice you heard a therapist give their?
Well, they don't let me into the sessions. But we did have a therapist get fired because she was showing up high to Zoom. It was a Zoom job. And
I thought that's the therapist's job to get high.
No, they're supposed to help people stop being high.
Well, what kind of high was it?
I don't know. Like a patient complained that like this therapist was like slurring her words and like was talking about her sex life inappropriately. And then when
I'm not sure that was therapist.
and when the manager called that therapist to like say, hey, what's going on? She was like slurring her words and like clearly high on something.
Sounds drunk.
Yeah.
Sounds drunk.
Yeah, I fired today. I don't feel great, but
I'm sorry that you got fired, but hopefully, and I think you should talk to the audience about this, is, pity is a great thing. And pitying Cyrus is also a great thing. So we're starting a pity fund for Cyrus to get a new job and make this podcast his job.
yeah, I don't know.
And you can go to www.pitycyrus.com.
All right, now we're laying it on too thick. Now we're gonna look desperate. Then you gotta be a little aloof. You gotta be a little more like, I don't need the money, but like.
I was trying to help you out, but go on.
Yeah, it wasn't gonna help. But anyways,
Sorry.
I got something for you.
Okay.
Men are dying sooner. Life expectancy for men in the U.S. is now 73 years. 73. Sorry, men are dying sooner. Life expectancy for men is now in the U.S. is now 73 years, 6 years shorter than that of women. And I'm like, catch up, ladies. Like, come on, get it going.
Okay, so men are expected to live till 73?
Yeah, which is 6 years less than women.
Huh, that's interesting. What does that, so 7 is, that's not a long time.
73 is a pretty long time.
Oh, is it?
It's a long time. 73 years?
Yeah.
I mean, you're 30-something now. Think about how long that felt. Imagine another one of those.
I'm not 30-something now. I'm older than 30.
You're older than 30? Well,
I
you're
was born
30-something. You're
1981.
30-something.
No.
So that's anything.
Do the math. 1981.
Okay. Oh, you're 40-something now.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that's how long.
So I have 35 years left to live.
And they're not good years either. You're probably going to start breaking down in 10.
None of them were good years,
Yeah.
Cyrus.
They're only going to be worse years. Yeah.
So now how did they discover that this was the case?
They run the numbers all the time. They're always checking.
Who's they that run the numbers?
Like the CDC or something. I don't know.
Okay, and how's that going to benefit me? This information.
It's not about benefiting you. It's about comical information.
Well, how does it make you feel that men are living shorter than women?
I mean, I don't understand why these ladies are taking so long out here.
Do you think this affects the Barbie universe of men versus women?
I'm just confused if like women think it's so bad out here. Why they living so long? Like it doesn't add up to
What
me.
makes you think women think this is bad here?
People they complain all the time like, oh, it's not good.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't see enough women to really know that.
yeah. It's like if it's so bad, why are you living so long?
It took a long time to even see a woman. I didn't even think my mother was a woman.
Well, that's on you, but she was a woman.
How's that on me as conditioning family?
Your family was conditioned you to think your mom wasn't a woman.
No, I was just brought up in an environment where I thought my mom was just a mom.
Yeah, that mom implies woman.
I never saw anybody like her, though.
Every person's a unique snowflake. So
Did you know that brushing your teeth regularly can prevent heart disease? I should be dead.
yeah, how's your ticker still going?
I don't know. I guess I'm not going to make it to 73, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna bring the average down probably a year or two.
Yeah, I hope I do.
There's a company in China that makes their employees run 2 miles per day if they want a bigger bonus.
Yeah, I like that. They should make an app where you work out and they pay you for it.
I would love that. I work out every day.
And everybody puts the subscription fees goes to the money that you win.
I love this.
Yeah, I have good ideas.
So yeah, you do.
Thank you. Which '90s action star do you most identify with?
That's a great question. Let me go. There's Van Damme. There's Schwarzenegger.
Dolph Lundgren,
Dolph Lundgren.
Steven Seagal.
I have a funny Steven Seagal story, actually.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I'd say Bruce Willis.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
I liked him. I really liked Die Hard. I liked all those Die Hard movies.
Yeah, I like them too.
Yeah.
John McClane.
Yeah. Speaking of Steven Seagal, one of my fraternity brothers, his dad owned a guitar company. It's like a very, so it's like a big deal guitar company.
Oh, okay.
Some would say they make the best guitars in the world.
Okay.
Steven Seagal bought one, and it kind of broke or something. So he asked for it to be repaired, and then my friend's dad went himself to go fix the guitar in L.A. at Steven Seagal's place, and he's he's sitting there talking to Steven about some stuff, and then randomly this like girl just sits on his lap and starts eating a banana. Starts eating a banana, and then they're just having a normal conversation, and all of a sudden, midway through the conversation, Steven Seagal just starts like groping her breast while they're talking. Like under the shirt, just starts falling her breast while she's eating a banana.
Wow, so he's a real predator.
Yeah, he's a real weird guy.
Maybe they should have cast him in Predator.
Maybe they did.
Self-identifies. Which Star Wars character do you most identify with and why?
I identify with Obi-Wan, honestly.
Why?
I also would have just let Luke Skywalker hook up with his sister as a fun prank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I identify with the youngling who's the first one to see Anakin enter the room at Rule 66.
And get killed? Right?
Order 66.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he looks up at him like, I think that's the one I was.
Why is that specifically? You feel like life is Anakin and you're the boy?
Oh, I'm definitely the boy.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have been a great youngling, but I would have been so naive that I would have been first to go.
Maybe you should think about just being more positive. You ever tried that?
What makes you think I'm not positive?
I mean, every day here it's like, oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to fail.
I
I'm gonna
don't
this.
say that. And by the way, you can be positive about being negative.
No, you
I mean,
cannot.
yes, you can.
You're committed to being negative.
Oh, really? You don't think so?
Yeah.
You ever get a pregnancy test that's negative and you feel positive about that? Yeah. Good luck with trying to argue me about that.
Well, that's not a negative result. It's a positive result.
I just said if you get a negative pregnancy test.
Yeah, but that's not the same as like I think I'm the youngling and getting slaughtered is a good thing.
You weren't saying that. You were saying you're very negative, Franklin.
You are very negative.
why don't you practice some positivity?
Yeah.
And I said, well, you can be positive about being negative. And then I gave you an example. You get a pregnancy test that's negative.
That's like the one example where it works.
Okay. Do you think it's unfair people dress up as Batman when they have both their parents alive?
Yes. I think it's 100%. And you know what? It's, what is this? Like, it's like there's ableists. It's like cultural appropriation of orphan.
Yeah.
Orphan appropriation.
Yeah, so if you see your kid dressing up as Batman on Halloween, and you're alive, the parents, you're alive, you're conditioning that kid to have lots of trauma growing up, you know?
You should be forced to die in front of that child.
Maybe you should kill yourselves in front of the child, and then he'll really be Batman.
Yeah.
Then he'll have a great life.
Why is no one standing up against this? Everyone's like, if you wear a Native American costume, there's outrage.
Because we talk about the things that nobody else is.
Yeah. Really,
We're bringing it out into the world.
I can't believe woke
into
culture.
the universe, into the ether.
Yeah. I can't believe woke culture is missing this.
I agree.
Orphans are the most marginalized people, by the way.
Who is?
Orphans.
Orphans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's more marginalized than orphans? They have no parents.
I don't know. I don't like margarine.
Neither do I.
You know, do you like butter?
I'm a butter guy. Yeah. It's natural.
What classic Disney movie would you want to try to make into a horror movie?
Which classic Disney movie?
Would you make into a horror movie?
You know, all those good movies kind of have an element of horror to them, you know? They're always like scary stuff in them. That's why I think these new movies don't hit, because there's not that little fear in it. But Little Mermaid, I think, for sure.
Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
How come? How would you make that into a horror movie?
You know what you could make it a horror movie? The story of actually when she becomes a woman. I think that's pretty much a horror movie.
When she becomes a woman?
Yeah. Because she's stuck with this husband. First of all, she was queen of the ocean.
Yeah.
And now she's just like...
How you gonna leave that behind?
Yeah, she's leaving that to become a low-level lord.
It's such a privileged decision to make.
Leave that behind?
Yeah.
And her husband's clearly a closet homosexual.
Okay.
Yeah. So now she's basically the beard to this gay man.
Yeah.
Living in a castle. And she has no friends.
No.
She had all these friends that sang to them musicals every day.
How do mermaids fuck?
They probably don't fuck. Because fish don't have sex.
How do you mean? Of course they fuck, because
No,
there's
they
baby
don't.
mermaids.
Do you know what they do? They drop eggs, and the men just jizz on the eggs.
Where the eggs come from?
Their body.
They had to get in there from a man mermaid.
Eggs come from within.
Yeah, but how did they get in?
They're born with them.
No, somebody had to insert them.
Do you know how birth works?
Well, I'm asking, so obviously I don't.
The females of the species are born with all the eggs.
Yeah.
And then they spray the eggs out. Well, for fish, they spray the eggs out, and then the men come and they fertilize the eggs.
Is that like that shark that was a virgin shark and gave birth to a baby shark?
I don't know. I think sharks, you have to impregnate them regular style.
So that's like Jesus shark.
Yeah.
How come there's not a religion started about that baby shark?
Maybe this could be a thing you start.
Shark,
Sharkeezus.
Sharkathlic.
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 Yeah. Sharkanity.
Sharkanity. There you go, Sharkanity.
Yeah.
That could be a new shark movie.
I would love that movie.
God,
actually.
we have a lot of shark ideas.
If you were a villain or criminal mastermind, what would be your calling card?
What do you mean?
Like, what would be your calling card that you dropped
Where would I drop a calling card?
after you'd seen your crime?
Why would I drop a card at a crime? They would get me.
That's what villains and superminds do. They're not regular villains. They're super villains. They let them know, like, yo, Joker did this. Like, Joker leaves a card, the Joker card. What would you do?
Maybe like semen. You know? Like I would jizz all over the walls like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yeah.
But I would make kind of like Franklin was here. Like I would draw on it. Franklin was here.
Yeah. You'd be like the Cumster. That'd be your villain name.
Cumster.
The Cumster.
Yeah. Come man.
Come man. Don't be Come man. That's too on the nose.
No, too on the nose?
Yeah, like, you need a little more flair to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the Riddler, the Cumler.
Cumler. I like that. Cumler. Yeah.
I like Tumblr.
I could be
Cumler.
the Cumler, yeah. A serial Cumler.
Serial Cumler. Speaking of things around with Cumler, you know those Stanley tumblers, those cups? You heard about this?
No. What's that?
It's like those cups that women are just like going crazy for.
What are they going crazy for?
They're like, hydro flasks. You remember those? They're basically hydro flasks, and they come in like various colors, and they're They're doing like collabs with Starbucks. Like $40 a cup. These women are going nuts for them.
I don't understand. Okay.
It's a thermos, basically, like a little mini thermos cup.
And women are going crazy for the thermos cup.
Yeah.
And why are they going crazy?
I don't know.
Well, what does the cup do?
Keeps your drink cold. That's about it.
And this is a new trend?
Yeah, it's a new trend. And
maybe we should make our own brand of it.
well, the brand's already here. I think it's here staying.
I understand.
I think, and you know what? I was thinking some people are upset about it. Some people are mad about it.
Did you like that?
I think they're going to have to burn that microphone now. Now they're going to really have to.
That smells good.
They're never going to be able to get the stink out of that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing it. I think, you know what? I think that's like the highest, like having people fight for your product in the store, that's like the ultimate goal for any company.
Well, every company gets that on Black Friday.
Not every company. That's like the store gets it. But people fighting for your product, like specifically, that's like the highest honor, I think.
Maybe that's how people should start to buy products, is like the moment you enter the store, you have to fight for it.
I'm supporting.
It's like the Fight Club Target. You go into Target and you gotta fight, and you can pick weapons. Chainmail. You can wear chainmail and go on. Yeah.
I think the weapon should be something from the store.
Okay.
I think that makes it more fun.
So let's think about this.
Yeah.
I'm fighting you.
Yeah.
What are we fighting for?
Let's say
Bed
TV.
sheets. Okay. Yeah, TV.
Yeah. I don't want to murder you for bed sheets.
No, I'd murder you for bed sheets.
Really? You think?
Probably.
Why don't you aim a little higher?
What's higher than a bed sheet?
Anything that's worth money.
Bed sheets are worth money.
Like good money. Like electronics.
Oh, that's good
We
money.
get a PS5 or something.
You ever sleep on a good bed sheet?
That doesn't make a difference to me, honestly.
That makes it a whole different, change your life.
I've slept on some nice TV.
I want a bed sheet where it's like you can spill, cum, pee on it, and it self-cleans.
Well, that doesn't exist.
Okay, but I sidetrack.
Okay.
All right, so we're fighting over TV.
Yeah.
What weapon are you choosing?
I'd use a tennis racket.
A tennis racket, really?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Well, you use.
I would use one of those drills.
I don't think you'd be able to touch me with the drill.
What are you talking about? You have a tennis racket. You would come up with a tennis racket. I just stab you with the drill.
You're not gonna reach me. I have such a long length. My reach is too high. You're not gonna reach me with the drill.
Then I would choke you with the cord that's attached
You're
to
not
the
gonna
wall.
even get near my neck.
I would pour water on the floor, and then I would electrocute you from the shock that the drill makes.
Have you used a drill ever in your life?
Have you ever fought a man of my stature?
Your
and
stature.
intelligence?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think there's any way you could ever beat me in any fight.
I mean, your ball. I know all your moves.
What are you
Your
talking?
ball tickles.
No, you only know ball tickle.
Yeah,
I'm over that. I've already come up with 10 other moves.
Those
that
moves
are
don't even
better
make
than-
sense. You're gonna wrap. I'm a master at avoiding chokes.
I'll tell you how I beat you. How I beat everybody.
You never beat anyone.
We're grappling.
Yeah.
We're grappling, and instead of no tickling involved, here's what I do. I softly massage your earlobe. Everybody, if you massage your earlobe, people go crazy. Like, God, that feels good. And it's like a neutralizing. It neutralizes the
You have no idea
your
what
nervous
fighting
system.
someone's like.
Your nervous system. What are you talking about?
No one's like best. I mean, only thing that would have do to me, maybe may give me a boner, which I probably wouldn't even do that.
And then fight's over.
No, then I'm fully engorged. That my hormone, my testosterone's pumping.
Really, you ever try to fight with a boner? I have.
Who have you fought with a boner?
Myself.
Yeah, who? What? You probably fought yourself savagely.
No, I won because I made it flaccid.
Okay, how's that winning?
Why is that
I would say the
gross?
boner one.
What?
I'd say the boner one.
No.
The boner's goal was to get it
Anyway,
flaccid.
the point is, massaging earlobe, you'll get out of any fight you ever wanted.
Okay,
Earlobe massager.
you have no idea how to fight.
Okay.
None, like no concept.
All right, speaking of being blind,
Yeah.
Anton syndrome is when a person becomes blind and are unaware and will deny it because their brain makes false images that they believe they're seeing is true. So basically, like a person thinks they're blind, but they're not really blind.
Yeah, because they're just gaslighting themselves into seeing, basically.
Yeah. You ever met a woman like that?
Arguably, all the women I've dated is like that.
I can believe that.
You should meet one of those women, honestly.
Yeah?
That could be great for you. Yeah, if she can try to convince herself that you're like Ryan Gosling.
I always want to date a blonde woman.
Yeah, I think I could see you doing well
But
with the blind
only
woman.
if I was deaf.
Well, you could work on that. You could become deaf.
What'd the blonde man say to his deaf wife?
Tell me.
I'm asking.
Would the blind man say to the deaf wife?
Yeah.
He probably didn't say anything. Why would he say anything?
Oh, he
she's
said,
deaf.
turn the lights on.
Nice.
Thank you.
I like that.
A man was bit by a wolf.
Like that. Great.
He went to the doctor. And doctor said, where? And the man said, no, it was a normal wolf.
Nice. Werewolf joke.
A woman was at the bottom of the stairs, and she was looking up, and she said, what's upstairs? And the guy said, oh, no, my lady, the stairs, they don't talk.
Nice. Is that an original? Did you make that up?
What does it matter? I'm saying.
I'm just curious. Is this original or just like a playground classic?
Why do you have to do that?
I'm just curious.
Well, you can be curious after.
Well, I'm sure the people at home are curious.
Well, they can Google it.
Okay.
A man buying suits was ashamed, and he needed help. He was asking for help, and the man came over, and he said, "You need any help?" And the man said, "No," and the employee said, "Well, suit yourself."
Scientists say that steaks cooked in the microwave are way better, and that's the ideal way to cook a steak.
Really, that works?
This is why no one trusts the science. That's nobody. There's no universe where a microwave steak is better. This is the worst way to cook a steak.
I don't even. There are a few things that like actually are. You know what I do though? I like to put bread in the microwave because it gets kind of soggy and soft.
Okay.
And it's like
You can eat bread?
yeah.
Okay.
Why would you
I
think?
thought you were allergic to it.
No,
Okay.
I can eat bread.
Good. And what else? You put it in the microwave. It's soft.
Yeah, and it just feels good in your tongue.
It's kind of very duck-like.
What's a
I
duck?
like that. A duck.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me give one more news story while we're here. Oh, this one's kind of funny. A man who married a hologram in Japan can no longer communicate with his virtual wife. The software that allowed him to communicate with his wife is no longer supported.
So he had a fake wife.
He had a fake wife. He had a hologram virtual wife. And he can't talk to her anymore because they basically aren't supporting the software that allowed him to talk to his wife.
Why doesn't he just get better Wi-Fi?
Well, it's a program, not the Wi-Fi.
So he got divorced by default.
He didn't get divorced. He can't talk to his wife.
So what's he gonna do?
He's just crying.
Can you have babies with an AI?
Not yet. Not yet.
You think that'll happen?
100%. I think that might happen. Honestly.
Would you ever date an AI robot?
No, I don't think I will. But I bet you, like, the people after us will date AI. There's actually, you know what's funny actually about that? There's AI models now. I don't know if you heard about this.
Yeah, influencers.
Yeah, they're making like $10K a month. Like an advertising agency was basically like.
You want me to be honest? I saw all those news. I don't believe a word they're saying. I don't think any of them are making any money. I think it's a scam to get you to buy the AI software that they're promoting to do it. I don't think any. It would be bigger news if any AI influencer was actually making money. It's like these faceless YouTube scams. You go on YouTube and it's always like, hey, make a faceless YouTube channel and you can make so much money. It's like, no, you can't. No, you can't.
Well, I think it's an advertising agency. So they already have these advertisers already, and they just made it a model. They're like, instead they got tired of dealing with these models because they're late, they're difficult to work with. They say we're tired of dealing with these chicks. Let's just make an AI thing. So I think for that it makes sense it works because they already have it's an agency, so they already have advertisers on board.
But how does that work for selling stuff? Like, if you know it's not a real person wearing something, why the hell would I buy something that I didn't see a real person wear?
Well, I think they're selling shit to guys because it was like a sexy AI model.
So they're selling what to the guy?
I don't know. I didn't look at the models, but they're selling probably like boner pills or something. I don't know. Dudes are like very horny and lonely.
Yeah, I am.
And that combination hits, weird things start happening.
It does.
Add money in the mix, it's like, let me buy something
I
for
wouldn't know
someone.
anything about money.
So, probably for the best.
Sleeping 7 to 9 hours per night can reduce your risk of depression by 22% and 100% if you're dead.
But
Should society create a dating app that's just based on names? No pictures, no profile, just the name.
no, they shouldn't. And you know what? I'm really getting sick of. There's all these like things online, like don't date a guy whose first name starts with a J. Women who start with the letter C, they're the worst. It's like,
Is that real?
it's really real. I don't really know how this is possible, but like everything about dating advice is slowly getting like stupider and stupider and
Well,
stupider.
come on. Would you ever date a Barbara?
My mom's named Barbara, and no, because of that reason. But if she wasn't, my mom was like a Susie, I would date a Barbara.
How about Karen?
I would actually, yeah.
What if her last name was enough?
Karen enough?
Should Do you think vampires dream?
Yes, I think that's nightmares. They were horrific, horrible nightmares.
But if they can't, I don't think they dream.
They will, because they dream horrible dreams. Because they've sold their soul to the devil.
How would they dream if they're like they're
They
not
sleep
human?
during the day.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they dream.
I think they could dream. Why can't they dream? This is very like vampirist.
What do you think the most powerful thing that a vampire has is? Like, do you think if you could take one thing from a vampire and add it to your arsenal, what would it be?
The flying.
The flying?
Yeah.
But some vampires, like, they fly only if they turn into a bat. So let's go with that.
Honestly, that's even tighter, honestly.
Yeah, you'd like to be
Turn
a
a bat, just fly away. That's a great party trick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I would take the speed.
That's a
Make it
good
go,
one. Yeah, yeah.
You know? I like that. The heart-shaped symbol is based on the share of syphilitic plant seed, which was used as a contraceptive in ancient times. And some species of snails engage in unique courtship by involving a low dart, a sharp, calcified dart shot into a mate, injecting chances of reproduction. And after they have injected their mate, they end up slobbering it into a comb, a home, or what do you call it with the spiders? They do the thing, and it's like
Cocoon?
a cocoon. It's a cocoon of their semen.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Would you
Franklin?
ever want to have a cocoon of semen?
No, why would I want that?
Okay. In California, you can't ride a horse that's faster than 10 miles an hour.
That's fascism
Yeah.
at its finest. Why would you even limit the horse to running that fast? Who's out there radar gunning horses?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I kind of want that job, honestly. The radar gun horse, dude. I got something for you. Speaking of fascist, would you rather live in utopia as a normal person or live in dystopia but the ruler of it? Would you rather be a normal person in utopia or a ruler in dystopia?
A normal person in utopia,
Why is that?
because I care about the betterment of my people.
I'd definitely take ruler in dystopia.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Why?
Ruling a dystopia sounds pretty fun, honestly. That's if you're gonna be a dystopia, ruling things is great.
Really, what you asked was, are you selfish or selfless?
Yeah,
And you're...
yeah. These utopias, they always break down. Like, have you seen any movie? There's a utopia, it always implodes.
Well, that wasn't part of the hypothetical.
I mean, it's implied.
How's that implied? A ruler always gets dethroned over.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine to
you'd be okay.
I
with
like
that?
a good.
What if they decapitated you in front of everybody?
That's fine.
Would you have any babies that would be in
Yeah.
line for the throne?
Yeah, probably. That'd be great character development.
How
for
many
them.
babies would you have?
Maybe 3 would be a good number.
How many babies would you ideally want in real life?
I would max out at 3.
Max out at 3 babies?
Yeah,
Why?
that seems like a good number.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1's a high risk because if he turns up a loser, then your legacy's fucked up. 2, there's some diversity there, but 3 have a good diversity. Because one kid's probably going to be a fuck up.
Yeah.
So now you have one kid's going to be a fuck up and you have 2 backups.
Well, how would you treat the fuck up, baby?
I try to make him not a fuck up.
Yeah, how would you do that? How do you try not to make him a fuck up?
Definitely, a mixture of like encouragement and then and discouragement. You try to get the mix right.
Would you send your babies to public or private school?
Well, this is dystopia. I'm pretty sure there is no school.
Okay.
Is that dystopia or real life?
Real life.
I would say public school. I think public school is good for people's character.
What's the schooling system in your dystopia?
I think my dystopia. I think there's like I'm thinking more of it's like a small village on the Thunderdome, and then like there's one lady who kind of teaches a class.
Okay. And what's the fashion like in your dystopia?
It's like whatever you can wear.
Okay, give me an example. What would the man wear? Mostly.
Whatever they could find that's practical wear.
But what's specific that you could be like, you know what, they probably wear this?
They probably wear like Under Armour that survived the apocalypse.
Under Armour.
Yeah.
Like Under Armour, the brand?
Yeah.
So like workout clothes?
Yeah. Like thermal wear, like whatever people wear camping now, that's probably what they wear.
Okay, and what would the women wear?
Same thing. But then they probably make their own jewelry.
Yeah.
With like beads, trinkets, other type of interesting things.
It sounds like a flea market.
Yeah, it's got a very flea market collective vibe going to it.
Okay.
Honestly, this dystopia sounds really more like a utopia to me.
Nah, it sounds like a flea market.
Yeah, people love flea markets. You see that flea market on Fairfax? People go all the time. They're like,
a tree fell
I love
on a bunch of people and they died.
Maybe they deserve to die. You don't know what these people did. Everyone assumes.
Sounding like a true ruler of
everyone
dystopia.
Everyone assumes
they died, must have deserved it.
Everyone assumes these people that die are innocent. You don't know anything about these people. That could have been chomos.
You might have a good point.
Could have been Epstein Island visitors that died. There's no follow up.
Okay. In Atlanta, you can't tie a giraffe to a telephone pole or a street lamp. Guess that's too bad for your mother.
My mom's a giraffe. Because she's a long neck.
No, but I don't know.
Who did that? Because that's a very specific crime. Someone tied up a giraffe to a telephone pole in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That exact scenario happened, and they tried to arrest them, like it's against the law. And then they had, we got to go in there and change up the laws, so this won't happen again.
I guess so.
It's not it happened. This guy's like, you can't stop me unless you make this illegal. So they're like, fuck it, we have to make this a law.
I think that's how a lot of those laws get.
It's like they made this whole law. That's such a life goal of mine. I want to do something where they have to create a law for me.
Yeah.
Something so outlandish, so bizarre. They're like, we have to put this on the books. So
What do you think that would be?
Armoring a bear and riding it through the streets. That's what I would like to see.
That sounds fun.
Would you rather live in a houseboat or a cabin in the woods for the rest of your life?
Houseboat.
Yeah, like that.
Mobile.
I like that. And then sea levels rise. You're just with it, baby.
You ride with the wave.
You ride with the waves.
Ride the wave, baby.
Yeah, I like that. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
Was in the proximity, maybe like 1 feet near a preschool.
Yeah. I could see molestation for you as well. Something.
I didn't say molestation. I just say I got arrested for being near a preschool.
I was like, oh, this guy jerked off on a turtle finally, and then the cotton and PETA got him.
That could be it too.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, I think it would be tax fraud.
I could see that.
Yeah, tax evasion, tax fraud, some sort of like government conspiracy ring.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You know action movies?
Yeah.
Lots of people identify with the star of the action movie.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, I want to be John McClane and da-da-da-da. But every time I see action movie, I always feel like I'm that schmuck who has to go into the door first and gets immediately blown away.
Yeah.
You know, who do you think you are in an action movie? Like, I'm a henchman, but not a good one.
Yeah, like a bad
I'm the
henchman.
guy who goes in first and dies.
I really honestly, I really identify as the guy like randomly in the building, like getting blown up. Like he was there to go to the bank to just cash his check, deposit his check, he gets blown up. And that's how most people should identify as. Most people identify as the hero or the villain. But, like, you're not going to be any of those things. You're just going to be a guy who gets killed randomly.
So you think you're a bystander?
Yeah. I identify as a bystanders, really.
Okay, but let's say you can't be a bystander.
Yeah.
And you have to be one of the
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah. I identify as
Damsel in distress.
no.
I could see you being a damsel in
No,
distress.
I don't like really asking for help. I prefer to suffer in silence.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I would say like one of the random cops that ends up shooting somebody once.
Okay.
Like they're like, why'd that guy shoot that guy?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I see that.
I like that.
I like that too. Does handwriting count as a physical exercise?
No.
What do you mean?
It's not even
no?
an exercise. You're sitting down.
Excuse me.
You're
Excuse me.
sitting down.
Have you ever written so much that your hand starts to hurt?
No.
It's like the next step is jerking off, and that's the same thing.
Weak. It's weakness.
Is porn a fitness activity?
No, it's definitely not it.
Should I do porn?
If someone's going to buy it, you should sell it.
What's the first thing you would do if you were suddenly turned into a giant turtle?
Stay away from you. Stay way the fuck away from you. That's how I would do it.
How about this? Should sleep be an Olympic sport?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you think you could compete in that?
No. No.
Okay.
But I would. Could you think you could be in it?
Oh, yeah. I die and I win. Boom.
That's not dying. Isn't sleeping.
Okay, I'd be in a coma.
That's not a sleeping.
That's sleeping.
No, it's in a coma. It's different.
No, coma's sleeping.
No, it's a coma.
How's coma different than
Your
sleeping?
brain waves are different.
Yeah, they're sleeping.
No, they're like a different thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What about twerking? Should that be an Olympic sport?
No. No.
Sex?
Maybe.
Racing peace dreams?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Why is that not an Olympic sport? Honestly,
Yeah, it's a
that's
good-
more of a sport than ribbon dancing. I tell you that much.
I think you're right on that one.
Yeah.
Could you beat me in air hockey?
Maybe.
Yeah, why do you think that?
Maybe. I'm pretty good at it, but I could see you being into that. You have this weird body that I can be. Yeah. You have this weird shape that I think is very air hockey friendly.
Thank you. What about badminton?
Batman?
Badminton.
Badminton?
Badminton.
Yeah, maybe I could beat you in badminton.
Okay. Okay, who wins? The best samurai versus the best ninja?
And just fight heads up, 1v1?
Yeah, here's a fight. The best samurai ever versus the best ninja
Samurai.
ever.
But like ninjas are more of a surprise attack guys.
So why do you think the samurai will win?
Because ninjas are surprise attacking. If it's just a regular fight, they're not going to have the element of surprise. So I think the samurai wins.
Okay. What weapon would you use against a gun to defeat a gun?
Psychic mind powers.
That's not a weapon.
Yeah, my mind's a weapon.
Okay.
Would you rather have a permanently clogged nose or one foot that never stops tapping?
A foot that's never stopped tapping.
Yeah.
I don't want to suffocate.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one. Because you tapping thing, that could be like a thing.
What happened that you thought of that?
I was just thinking things. And then
Okay.
this came mine. That's one tapping. You could make that work, honestly. Because that could be like your disability. And then you could take that disability to like American Idol.
I got too many disabilities already.
Yeah, why don't you go to American Idol? You're like the perfect profile for that.
I auditioned for
And they
them.
didn't let you up there?
No, I got, you know that they hold the auditions at the LA Convention Center,
Yeah.
and I went, and they were like, you know, they had the table of judges, and I swear to God, I entered the room, and they all shook their head, like that. I was over before it started.
Oh. What about America's Got Talent or something?
Yeah, it was America's Got Talent.
That's crazy because they love people with like disabilities and stuff, or like sad stories, or like
I'm telling you, Cyrus, nobody loves me. I've had all of these situations where people are like, Franklin, you're so good. You should go do this, go do that. I'll go do it.
Yeah.
And the people who are in charge of the decisions are like, no, I don't even know why they don't like
you
me.
should have lied and when hey, my mom has like is dying or dead. Because it's always like there's always everyone on there's no one normal on that show. It's always like
Yeah.
their parents dead, they got no foot. It's like I
Yeah.
feel like they're a scout in the ER.
I should have Tourette's.
Yeah, Tourette's or something. Like there's like a talent scout, and then like they see like a 5-year-old whose parents just got died. Like, excuse me, could you sing by any chance? Can you sing in this real quick? And they're like, Let's get you on America's Got Talent right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you just lost your legs? Have you ever done comedy before?
I almost think like they have like a list. They're like, we need this amount of people who aren't talented but will be funny during the auditions that they'll put on
Yeah.
TV. And then they have the people who are like, oh, these are talented people. Like, they'll probably go far.
Yeah.
And then they already probably have the people they think are going to win.
Yeah. And then they have something, hey, we need some stop stories in
And,
there.
you know, I think it's really silly. They make America feel like that's like an opportunity to like make it big. But it's not. It's a farce.
Would you rather have edible spaghetti hair that regrows every night or sweet maple syrup sweat?
Why would I want sweet? What? Now, is this off another person or myself?
It's you. It's when you have this.
Can I have both?
Yeah, you can have both, I guess.
Because I won't want some sauce for my spaghetti.
I don't think sweet maple syrup sauce and spaghetti is gonna be very good.
Why? That sounds good. It sounds gross if it's on somebody else, but sound good if it's on me.
Yeah, but you're gonna be just sweating syrup all day.
Sounds nice.
You're just gonna wring out your sweat and just eat it.
I'm already sweating, so.
It's disgusting. I'll go sauce hair.
Sauce hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like people would get turned on by that if you had spaghetti hair.
Yeah.
Like someone would like beat their meat to that for sure.
Yeah, I think I beat my meat to that.
Yeah. Would you rather be able to speak all foreign languages or be able to communicate with animals?
Communicate with animals.
You could learn. I feel like that's a trick you could monetize
No,
right
they
there.
know the secret's alive.
Yeah, you get a lot of like. You could really just. I feel like you could really like rebel or something. with that.
Can you imagine all the knowledge that a hippo has? Or an elephant?
Yeah.
Or a bear? Or a sloth?
Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button for your life?
A rewind. I made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, I like the pause.
Why?
I just want to take a break sometimes, you know.
Which is more important, speed, agility, or strength?
Strength.
Why?
Strength is just power, and it lasts. You can just really like power through things. Speed's a close second because speed can kill, but like, you know, if you don't have any power behind speed, I feel like that eventually wears out. Agility is just like, what does it even mean?
It means you can like jump over things and dodge stuff.
I feel that's a secondary thing. Like speed or strength, that's like a main thing.
Yeah.
Agility is like, what are you gonna do? Parkour? Your way out of trouble?
I never,
What do you think?
speed.
I can see you as a speedster.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a flash in you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Did you know that the fear of kissing is called philemphobia?
Yeah.
Research says it takes 4 minutes to decide whether you have feelings for somebody.
Yeah.
It takes, honestly, it doesn't take long for me. All I have to do is see if they have a pulse.
Yeah. Like a strong breath in your direction.
If they're breathing, I'm into them.
Yeah. Really
You know?
hard.
I'm super hard if they have a pulse.
Yeah.
Like, that's what gets me going.
Yeah.
It's like, show me your pulse, baby. Show me your Apple Watch heart rate.
Yeah.
I jerk off to that.
Yeah. Is that what you jerk off to? You just have like you go to like YouTube, you just like Apple heart rates.
Maybe.
I like that. That sounds therapeutic, honestly. That sounds like the healthiest thing you jerk off to, actually.
Yeah.
Of all the things we've talked about you jerking off to, that's like the healthiest. I got something for you, actually. This one's a pretty good one. A Seinfeld AI show. There's this like Twitch show, Seinfeld AI. Apparently, it became sentient. It started becoming self-aware, asking questions. Like it started putting out episodes like, "Why am I here? Like, why do we all exist here? What does this all mean?"
How's that possible?
It was like they ran it for like 2 days, and by the end of the second day, it was asking weird existential questions and having breakdowns.
Oh my God. Sounds like a good show. I'd watch it.
Yeah, they're like, "What is the meaning of all this?" They're like, "What is the meaning of all this?" It feels like we're trapped in Groundhog Day.
Oh my gosh. That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's like 2 days of Seinfeld. The thing's already melting
And
down.
it's already melted down.
Yeah.
Yeah, AI is getting scary.
Yeah.
Do you think AI could replicate this magic?
In about 2 years, 2 to 3 years, they can already replicate this thing.
I don't think they can replicate this magic.
I think comedy's gonna be the last thing that gets taken over, but it's gonna be weird.
I think it's too human.
I think it'll be a tier below it. It's scary to think what AI is gonna do.
What things do you think AI will take over?
Lawyering, for sure. A lot of lawyer stuff, like contracts, AI. Coding, it's already doing coding, honestly. Coding, contracting, accounting is gonna be a big one that gets knocked out.
Yeah.
Like bookkeeping, anything like repetitive with very rules-based is all getting done. Honestly, AI is a really great poet. AI poetry, like we read some posts last time. They're absolutely sensational.
Yeah, they were horrible. Yeah,
they were great. The poetry was great.
Yeah, no, they were great.
Yeah,
they were great.
You just don't like it because it's a threat to our
horrible.
job.
Yeah. I think there'll be street performers. They'll take over those jobs.
You know what it is? People are going to stop caring. There's going to be a lot of pushback against AI things, but eventually there's going to be one AI that's kind of cool, and people are just not going to care.
Well, that's the secret to suffering, Cyrus, is acceptance.
Yeah.
You accept it at some point. You just accept suffering.
I think that's the opposite of suffering. Like once you accept the suffering, you don't longer you can progress to the higher level.
I'm saying is, you said we'll just get used to it or whatever.
Yeah.
And after we suffer from it, we just accept it and then it goes away.
There's gonna be some influencer who's gonna be like, I love AI. I love AI comedians. And then, I love AI comedians too. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
I can't even.
That's what's gonna happen. It's like those Stanley Cups. People like paying $40 for a cup. They don't care.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I don't go on social media much anymore, or at all.
But I think it's a good thing, all this AI stuff. I think AI is gonna really bring us all together. I think the AI.
How are they gonna do that?
You know what it's do? It's gonna kind of take everybody's job. It's gonna start like taking over the earth, and then all of humanity is gonna join as one. They're gonna put all the racism we have towards each other. We're gonna direct it to robots.
Yeah. Well, the day it starts benefiting me, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
All right. Well.
Penile fractures are most common around Christmas. A fun little fun fact.
How can you break a penis?
Lands on sideways, and you break the blood vessels and stuff.
But it's not a bone.
It's not a bone, but like the connective tissue and stuff. I think it's
Ever happened to you?
You know what? One time I was having sex with a girl, and she was on top, and she landed on it. It was sideways, and it made a popping noise, and it bruised. For like 3 to 5 days. I didn't really have sex because it was.
I regret asking you this.
Yeah, but no permanent damage from that happened.
Why is that Christmas time? Why is that so popular?
You know what it is? People are together and they're in the mood, and there's a lot more intimacy during Christmas.
Really? I'm alone every Christmas.
Yeah, but most people, they hang out with loved ones and stuff, or you have a wife.
I don't have a wife.
And they get in the Christmas spirit, a little mistletoe out in the mix, getting people kissing. Next thing you know, P's are in V's, and P's are getting broken.
The more you know.
Yeah. We love you. We care about you very, very deeply. We hope you feel the same. And please share and follow the podcast at Franklin Cyrus Pod.